Welcome back, guys, to my channel and welcome to my Fall Winter TBR. I have a nice stack of books here and I will be adding more. So right now, these are the books that I've chosen for my Fall and Winter TBR, and that's going to be September through December. But these books do not include any additional spooky finds because even though I read thrillers and mysteries all the time, I like to find those books that really scream spooky season, that really screams October. So I will be adding some of those. I've already picked out some, so I'm very excited. And then of course, I like to have my holiday Christmas thrillers and mysteries. So I'll be adding those, but this is what I have right now on my list. Let's get started. So the first one is Bitter Shore. This is actually the second book. And I'm going to say second book in the series. I don't know if there's going to be a third, but the first one is called The Sanctuary. Absolutely love that book. If I had to pick my top 10, you got to read these, that would be one of them. I've had this on my bookshelf for a long time because I waited so long and now I'm nervous to read it. Because I'm like, is it going to deliver? Because you know that second book kind of slips. This is a TV series, but I don't watch it because when I was reading just the synopsis and looking at who they chose for the characters, I'm like, that's not what they look like. That's not what she looked like. That's not what he looked like. Like, who is this person? So I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna pause on that and I'm gonna just keep the book in my mind and use that as my movie or my TV show. But this one is second book. They arrived looking for sanctuary. They left looking for vengeance. This is by V.V. James and it's called Bitter Shore. The next one, The Old Woman with a Knife, is another translation. And sometimes translations don't work out too well for me, but I was interested in this one. It is about an older woman. Yeah, she's 65 years old. She was an assassin. And basically she's like, okay, I'm trying to, not do that anymore. And the author is South Korean, but it basically kind of comes back, I believe. She's trying to get out the game, but then, she gets pulled back in type of book. And, I like books where we have our older folks getting into the mess. So this is the one that I am reading going to read, The Old Woman with a Knife by Gul Byung Mo. And it's translated by Chi Young Kim. And apologies for any mispronunciation. This actually I got from the Dollar Tree. The next one is Freedom McFadden's Want to Know a Secret. I actually forgot I had this one. I've already stolen one book off of this list by Fadden. I have no idea what this is about, but it's Frida. This is actually about an influencer and a baking influencer, which for me worked. I love to bake, so I thought that was really cool. Other than that, I don't know what it's about, but it's on the list. The Secret Lives of Murderers' Wives by Elizabeth Arnott. This one is about women who were married to serial killers, and they are basically helping to catch serial killers, which is the premise of this book. So I got that one. Juliet Clark, the ghostwriter. I can't remember what this is about, but not Juliet. Julie Clark. Julie Clark was one of the first authors I started reading when I got back into reading. So if you want easy thrills that keep you engaged and go quickly, Julie Clark is a good one to start with. I read a couple of her books. The Lies I Tell was one of them. The Last Flight. Oh my gosh, the ending. Yeah, so I actually really like her books. And actually, I think those might be her only two books. So I don't know, because it just says also by Julie Clark and it lists those two. So maybe she is a newer author and I didn't even realize that because those are the only other two books highlighted in here. So this might be her third book. Now, Jenna Inovich, The Recovery Agent, A New Adventure Begins. I think this is going to be a good lighthearted one to have because I read another one of Janet's books thinking it was going to be more of a serious detective thriller, but hers are more like fun, comical detective thrillers. It's the Stephanie Plum novel, the one I read like a month or so. But this one I'm actually very excited about because I think it's going to give like a little bit of lightheartedness. The ones I read, like I said, with the Stephanie Plum series, and this is a different one, so I'm excited for this. My sister bought that for me. She be doing good when she picked my book. So she picked the other one that I read and I liked it. So I'm excited about that one too. She Waits for You Beyond the Dark by Kristen Simmons. This is a young adult novel. This is the duology. The first one, so good. And I have been waiting. This is another one I've been waiting on. And part of me being so slow with reading this is one, it's just a duology. So there's not going to be like another one. I guess you can change your mind. But right now it's a duology. And it's one of those that I read it for so long. And it's like, okay, it's time to eat it up. You can escape the game, but you can't escape the nightmare. Basically, it's like Asian style Jumanji is what like the first one was described as. It is a young adult novel. It's been 1 month since Ian's friends escaped the hellish stain of Maedo and saved him. So the survivors may have sealed shut the gate to the world of the dead and destroyed Empress Izanami, but that doesn't mean they aren't still reeling over the challenges they endured. Trying to relax back in the world of the living, they take solace in the fact that they rescued Ian from the nightmare that tried to steal him away. There's just one problem. Ian didn't come home. That's just part of it. All ready for that one. Always the First to Die. It's by R.J. Jacobs. This is also another Dollar Tree novel. This is a lost, stuck on an island, storm is coming type of situation. So this one is about an actress, Lexi. No, I think it's the daughter of Lexi the Key. So Lexi is an actress of like a big thriller from back in the day, a movie that she was in, a horror movie, and her daughter is going back to that place to find things out. And that's basically what's happening right now. And they're stuck out there. Always a good read when somebody's stuck on an island. And then another one, No Accident by Laura Bates. The crash was only the beginning. This is also a Dollar Tree one. These two are now not recent Dollar Tree, so it may be hard to find, but they did come from the Dollar Tree. No matter how you try to hide it, the truth always comes out. So this is about some teens. They were going on like a party on a private island. Their plane crashes, and now somebody trying to take somebody out. So that's where we are at. This one also, the young adult novels are getting it right now. Ghost in the Night. This is by Tiffany Jackson. She wrote Blood in the Water, which is not young adult. This is actually considered like a middle grade book. So Blood in the Water is middle grade, and so is Ghost in the Night. But this one is basically based in New Orleans. I can't remember because I read what this was about like a while ago. Welcome to America's Most Haunted City. Harmony Roundtree is obsessed with ghosts. She's not sure why. She's not sure they're real, but she has her suspicions. While visiting Savannah, Georgia, a place that drips with moss and haunted history, Harmony goes on a ghost tour, and she sees something that night, a ghost, a trick of the light. With two new friends, Harmony sets out to investigate and stumbles upon clues leading to an unsolved murder. Okay, I lied. This is not I don't know why I thought it was New Orleans. It's actually based in Savannah, but basically she's on this ghost tour. They find something out. They're trying to, pick it apart. It is so easy to read. Like I said, this is a middle grade book. And then she also writes like young adult grade books. The sprayed edges aren't those so cute. I had to grab this one. I could have sworn this book was based in New Orleans. I don't know where I got it. But anyway, the first one was really good. And for them to be middle grade, like the book really grabs you. And that's kind of intense. I'm like, dang, it's the middle schoolers with goosebumps this intense? I don't remember that, but they are good. Gray After Dark is by Noelle W. Ely. I read Ask for Andrea. Absolutely love it. Easy reads, really quick and short chapters. It does keep you engaged. I also have Run on Red too, so I'm very excited to read these because they're always really good. And it's crazy because I was looking at this in the bookstore today, like, and I was like, no, I'm not even going to read the book. I don't need too many. I already had it. Oh my goodness. A merciless wilderness, a harrowing attack, a desperate escape. Run, rabbit, run. When a tragic accident sidelines Smiley's dream of Olympic gold, she takes a summer job at a mountain guest lodge. The Frank Church Wilderness is remote, but it's the perfect place to train and recover. Local lore about a staffer who died years ago doesn't scare her, but it should. And we're going to stop right there. Another one that I was looking at. Okay, and then I was like, do I have any books by L.J. Ross? I do. A book by L.J. Ross. Don't know who that is, but I was just looking at the books in Barnes & Noble, and I was like, do I have any? I do. The multi-million copy selling author, L.J. Ross Hysteria, and Alexander Gregory Thriller. And this one says, in a beautiful world, murder is always ugly. Recently returned from his last case in Ireland, elite forensic psychologist and criminal profiler Dr. Alexander Gregory receives a call from the French police he can't ignore. It's Paris Fashion Week, and some of the world's most beautiful women are turning up dead, each killed in a frenzy, their faces flash as the world's press looks on. That's right. This one is based in Ireland. I don't know what I asked. I don't know what the hell it was. But anyway, This one's based in Ireland, and this one is about these supermodels who are being murdered, and this guy is supposed to figure out who and why are they doing it. The Midnight Game, this is a Dollar Tree find as well. This is by Cynthia Murphy. And this one is basically about, they play on, or they speak on Dead and they decide to meet in IRL in real life. I know that one. And they want to play this game called the Midnight Game and summon the Midnight Man. But it says, but once you start the game, you must finish it. There's no other way out. I don't know if the other books are connected to this or this author just really likes this book. But there's another one called Win, Lose, Kill, Die, and then last one to die. So those are some other ones. This one, it looks super easy to read. It has like text messages and stuff like that. And, we love, be nice. There we go. We love that kind of writing because it makes it go so fast. But then it also looks like just the words and how it's written. I think this is also like a young adult book. I got this one recently from Dollar Tree, so you might be able to find it. Now, I love a murder mystery on a boat. Murder Takes Vacation, 8 Days, 7 Nights, One Dead Body by Laura Lippman. And this one is, I think this is the one about a woman who meets like a man. Let's see. Private investigator. Changes when she finds her winning lottery ticket. Yet Miss Blossom books a cruise through France. That's right. So Miss Blossom, she's just going out on this cruise that she won through the lottery. Basically meet this man, they spark. She hasn't felt a spark since her husband passed, and this man is found dead. So 24 hours later in Paris, the city he wasn't supposed to be in. So this man that she meets dies in Paris, and it's like, why was he there? But now they're basically trying to figure out who did this while on a boat, on a cruise. All right, so let's get into one of my series that I keep going back to, and they are so, so good. 3 Hitmen and a Baby by Rob Hart. This is a part of the Assassins Anonymous series. So the first book is called Assassins Anonymous. The second one is called The Medusa Protocol. The colors are beautiful. And this is 3 Hitmen and a Baby. So it picked off right where it left off, and I absolutely love that. I have no clue what this one is about. I definitely want to go in blind. So I'm going to do that, but I highly recommend these. These ones are like more thrill, but more in the like hitman kind of throwaway versus, thrill as in someone's lurking, which people do lurk, but it's not the like Jason's lurking kind of situation. It's more of this man who works for this country who wants to take you out type of situation. And they're very good. The first one literally even pulled at my little heartstrings, y'all. It pulled at my heartstrings, and they just keep getting better and better and better because the struggles that they be dealing with is insane. The next one, another series that I like, How to Cheat Your Own Death by Kristen Perrin, a Castle Knoll murder mystery. This is a part of a series. This is actually book 3. I do recommend this as a series you read in order. Assassins Anonymous, you don't necessarily has to read book 1 first to enjoy book 2, but I definitely just recommend that you read them in order. This one, another one I'm going in completely blind. I will say in the series, the first one was amazing. The second one was good. So I'm looking forward to pick up because that second book don't always hit. However, for the Assassins Anonymous series, the second book did hit. Now, this one I feel is going to give me a lot of spooky vibes just because it involves babysitters. It's called Babysitter by Joyce Carol Oates. And this is about, if I remember, let's see, I think it's about a series of killings, in the waning days of the turbulent 1970s in the wake of unsolved child killings that have shocked Detroit. The lives of several residents are drawn together with tragic consequences. There is Hannah, wife of a prominent local businessman who has begun an affair with a darkly charismatic stranger whose identity remains elusive. Mikey, a Candy Street hustler who finds himself on a chilling mission to rectify injustice, and the serial killer known as Babysitter, an enigmatic and terrifying figure in the periphery of elite Detroit. As Babysitter continues his rampage of abductions and killings, individuals intersect with one another in startling and unexpected ways. So from one of America's most renowned storytellers comes a novel of love and deceit and lust and redemption, set against the backdrop of child murders in the affluent suburbs of Detroit. Y'all, that's a lot, but we're here for it. This book is pretty dang thick, but it's only like 300 and, oh, actually 400 pages. Girl, I lied. There's a little over 400 pages. So this is a thick one. I actually did get this one from Dollar Tree as well, but a little minute ago, but you still might be able to find that one because it was in there for a while. Sherry Lapina, she didn't see it coming. I don't know what this one is about. I think my sister bought it. No, I think I bought this and forgot I bought it or something like that. I can't remember. But either way, the last book by Sherry Lapina that I read, I was just like, she could have done better because everyone here is lying. I think that's what it's called. That's one of those books where I'm like, maybe I should do a video on. These are the books that you need to read. Like, if you wanted to read a book that is going to keep you engaged, that is one of them. Because the way I gasped. But her other book did not hit like that. So I'm hoping Sherry comes back and hit in this one. This one is a newer one. And then the last one I have is It Should Have Been Used by Andrea Mara. They came for you, but they got the wrong house. This author wrote the book, Someone's in the Attic. I think that's what it's called. And when I tell y'all, that really does give like spooky horror movie vibes. It really, really does. But it's not super horrifying, but you really go and clutch your blanket. You think somebody watching you like they was watching these people in that book. Well, that one, of course. Not this one. I haven't read this one. But I am hoping this one does bring that same vibe. I have another book by her, but I thought this one, I was going to start with this one for spooky season. So those are all the books that I have so far on my list for my Fall and Winter TBR. We will see how this develops. So I will definitely pop in with any additions to those in another TBR video, but this is what's basically going to get us started for spooky season. Let me know what you have on your TBR. Is there a book that I am missing? Like, please drop your recommendations. I want to know if there's a book out there that I should be reading based off of the books that I selected here or other books you've heard me talk about. I want to know. My name is Sarah Sho'Shanna. Thank you to those who are new. Please join the family. And for those of you who keep stopping by, and for those of you who continue to support me, y'all will be stopping by because y'all already subscribed to the family. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.